It's me. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold, so I sound a little bit rubbishy. I got a present from one of my friends the other day. He went on a wee holiday and he brought me back to Far Cry. Now, awesome game. One small caveat. He was unable to pick me up the gun version because, as I own a PlayStation sharpshooter, he thought that I could use that with Farpoint. Now, a good number of you out there probably know already you can't do that. So, I thought, okay, I've got some tips hanging about. I was going to use them for Star Trek Bridge Command, so I finally have a bit more stuff on my VR, but I've got this for my VR, so I'll pick up the gun independently. Guess what? Sony said, both American Sony and European Sony, that you'll be able to get it in, as a separate item. You'll not find any listings for it, or at least I couldn't. So, I poodle off the game. Go to game and go, guys, can you sell me, the gun by itself? No, we don't have it. I said, well, I've got the game that my mate bought me. If I bring the game back in, right, can I, with the receipt, can I, swap it over for the bundle pack and pay the difference? Oh, well, you could totally do that. It's like, as long as within 28 days and you've got the receipt and it's still in the shrink wrap, you could totally do that. I was like, cool. This is one problem. Guess what the problem is? The entirety of the stock that game had supplied to them by Sony of bundle pack with aim controller and PlayStation aim controller and Farpoint, the bundle pack, all gone from both the physical store and the online store, all gone. But this tracks because I think it was last week or maybe the week before when Farpoint launched. That week, it was the #2 selling game in the UK. The #2 selling game. A brand new IP and a VR game. And this is what I'm heading at, people. Because all too often, since before and after the launch of all VR, including with PlayStation VR, the most user-friendly, the most comfortable, not the most powerful, but the most comfortable VR, with the smallest amount of financial outlay to own, operate and have, right? People are still going, VR's not the future, it's going to go the way of the Vita, blah, 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 blah. Fact of the matter is this, right? You know what you use to control a lot of PlayStation Move games apart from one of these? You have a couple of Move controllers. Now I've got a couple of Move controllers over there. I've had them since my PS3. Now consider the Move controller is what, like an 8-9-year-old piece of technology. They're not new. Okay? Now yes, a lot of us who use VR think maybe it's time for the Move controls to get an update, like a Move 2.0 or whatever you want to call it, right? But the fact of the matter is, right, when Move controllers were first released, you wonder how much they cost? 33 quid. Or thereabouts, right? They were roughly touted for an RRP of £33 sterling. You want to know what you spend if you try and buy a Move controller now? From Amazon. And bear in mind that's Amazon, where it's super cheap online because they don't have any stores. $39.99. I kid you not. It's cost you an extra £5 to buy 8 to 9 year old technology because it's attached to PlayStation VR. And how often do you see a PlayStation VR in the shops? Not often. They're hard to get your hands on. You can do it, but it's no easy. So, to the VR naysayers out there, I say, not only is VR the future, not only is it strong, but it appears to be getting stronger because it's pushing up the price of ancient hardware, and you can't get the bundle version of Farpoint. And that even strengthens the point even further. People are like, oh, who needs a peripheral for a peripheral? First off, the VR is not a peripheral. It is a system in its own right. Sony have marketed it as such and are treating it as such, as a piece of hardware in its own right. Now, yes, it does connect to the PlayStation 4 and it needs the PlayStation 4 to run. Duh! There's no disk drive in it. There's no hard drive in it. You know? It is an independent system, but it works with another system. But here's the thing, right? It is successful. It is good. And this E3, which is what, about a week or so away? Maybe a little more? See, what's it today? It's the 1st of January. So yeah, about a week and a half away is E3. We're going to see some cool stuff. And you know, as I said in my E3 video, there has to be a big push of second wave VR games. This is the time, because Sony need to have all the cogs running together. You know, because Microsoft's coming out with that Scorpio. It's that simple. Sony's got to hit game after game after game after game. They've got to make sure that VR's got plenty of things on it. There's plenty of reasons for you to own a PlayStation, possibly even a PlayStation Pro. Maybe you're in a price drop of the PlayStation Pro, but I'm getting away from the main point of this video. The main point of this video is VR is good, VR is strong, and VR, as far as I can tell, is getting stronger. Disregarding the naysayers. Anyway guys, if you've seen similar trends, or maybe you disagree or whatever, please typey down below. And I'll see you in the next video. And of course, as always, please remember to rate, favourite, comment, share and subscribe. And of course, as always, I no bother.